How is the Massachusetts DCF investigation different from the DCF assessment in Massachusetts? The main difference between the DCF investigation and a DCF assessment in Massachusetts is that the DCF investigation always occurs first. And if the DCF investigation is unsupported, or in certain limited circumstances is supported, you don't always have an assessment. You could have a DCF decision supported for abuse and neglect, but yet there's no assessment. Certain situations, such as if you're a teacher, you're not going home with the child. So therefore, DCF doesn't need to do an assessment of your family to see whether you need or don't need services. So they would close the case. Same thing as a third party, a caretaker, that has been found to have abused or neglected your child outside the home. Again, DCF will not have to go into your home, do an assessment as to what services your family may or may not need. The same thing is true if the case is unsupported. There'd be no further assessment. How do I know when a DCF investigation has turned into a DCF assessment in Massachusetts? How you will know the DCF investigation has changed from a DCF investigation into a DCF assessment in Massachusetts is that DCF should send you notice. Again, a fancy schmancy term, due process, which means you have opportunity to be heard, and you're supposed to be given notice of those opportunities. DCF should send you a letter indicating that your allegation of abuse and neglect has or has not been supported against you, or has been substantiated concern, or has been unsupported. You should be given notice of the outcome of the investigation. That does not always happen. Why? DCF may have sent a letter, it might get lost in the mail, a whole host of reasons why you may not get that letter. But here's another tip. When you have an investigator, when that investigator is done, usually within 15 working days, not Saturdays or Sundays or holidays, but usually 3 weeks to a month, you will have a different worker come out. And when you have a second different worker, you know it's an assessment worker. When that person calls you, it's different than who the investigator was, who investigated your case. Ask them, has the case been supported? And if so, for what? Abuse and neglect. Ask them for a letter to be mailed to you. That letter should tell you of a right to what's called a fair hearing, if it's supported decision, or to a grievance, if it's substantiated concern. And you must exercise your rights, your legal rights, to appeal these adverse, what you feel is false or bogus decision.